Oh my god, I have not seen you guys in forever. How you guys doing? Let me just hug ya. I have not done a movie review in like, seems like forever, but now I just got back from seeing Goosebumps, so here's my review for Goosebumps.
Viewer beware, you're in for a scare.
Goosebumps. So Goosebumps is the movie based off of the book, the Goosebumps books. If you didn't know, those books are hands down been the most popular books of the 90s. Probably not one person alive that I know who hasn't read a Goosebumps books. You've all read them. Werewolf Fever Swamp, The Haunted Mansion, Night of the Living Dummies, all the Goosebumps books that we just love to read when reading was actually fun, not how it is now and shit where everything's just becoming a movie now. Hence why Goosebumps is a movie now. It is the movie good. I'm gonna say, guys, that Goosebumps is actually, it's not a halfway bad movie. It's like a 50-50 kind of deal, because the movie kind of plays to my nostalgia, because, you know, I grew up with the Goosebumps books and I watched the Goosebumps TV show and it was awesome and great, so now they made a movie about it. I was like, not too sure about it, because it seems like it's gonna be like Jumanji and Night in the Museum. But all for this purposes, it is sort of like Night in the Museum and Jumanji with a Goosebumps skin, but it was still a decent enough movie, I will say. But there were some good, some bad, so let's talk about the pros and cons why I believe that you should take a chance on Goosebumps. If you watch Goosebumps and you like Goosebumps, check the movie out. Here's why. First of all, the plot in the movie is kind of simple without spoiling it. You got a teen actor who's, I can't think of his name. His name's Zach. He moved to Delaware, moved next door to R.L. Stein, who's like a creep of all creeps. He's an asshole. And R.L. Stein has a daughter named Hannah. I don't know if she's really his daughter or if she's just made it for the movie, but you'll see. From there, it goes to the boy next door kind of story where it's like, oh, the boy loves the girl next door and everything. Now she screams in the middle of the night and Zach's like, what's wrong with her? What's going on? So he takes him and his friend Howard Wolowitz to go next door to R.L. Stein's house, and they discover the Goosebumps manuscripts and through a series of unfortunate events. But you saw the trailer. But when the Goosebumps books open up and the monsters come out and shit, so now their job is to put the monsters back into the book, and that's your movie. The whole idea about getting all the monsters, you know, back into the book and everything, while that is the concept of the movie, it's not straight up like, okay, all the monsters have been released from the books, so get our manuscripts, okay, our Goosebumps Pokeballs, let's go out there, we gotta catch them all. Oh, you gotta catch them all. No, it's not like that at all. It's actually a pretty well-written reason and execution on how they actually get all the monsters back into the book, and how they do it is actually like, that was better than that whole idea of let's get our Goosebumps Pokeballs, let's go out there and catch them all. Now, the acting in the movie is, okay, the only actor who you're going to care about at all is Jack Black. Jack Black plays R.L. Stein. I liked his character in the movie because I feel like Jack Black was actually a real serious role in this movie. When he was asshole R.L. Stein, I was like, I feel like he had the most character development throughout this whole movie. He's the one that you care about the most. I feel like he's the one adults are gonna care about the most, the one kids are gonna be able to relate to the most. All the other characters, supporting characters, no. And their characters and dialogue in the movie is just like, this is so generic. It's just so Saturday morning cartoon. No, Zach, he's the guy that's along for the ride of this whole Goosebumps adventure that we're on. Hannah, the daughter, she has an interesting little twist in the movie that you'll find out. You'll be like, oh, okay. And then you got the best friend, Howard Wolowitz, who I'm going to call Howard Wolowitz for the sensitive purposes. He's going to be called Howard Wolowitz because he acts just like Howard Wolowitz. Well, and there that is. Now, the ones I will talk about the most are the Goosebumps monsters themselves. The character pulling all the strings throughout all this shit is Slappy. I will admit, my nostalgia will start coming in throughout this part of the review because I'm like, I remember the original Slappy from the TV show Goosebumps from the 90s. I kind of prefer that Slappy to this new Slappy because I feel like this new Slappy is like you're one of the background dummies from Dead Silence. That's what I think. It was really creepy, but he was sarcastic. He was an asshole and shit, so he did his job in that. All the other Goosebumps monsters are in there, and I feel like that's where nostalgia kicks in. You're like, oh man, there's the Werewolf Beaver Swamp, there's the insect from the Shocker on Shock Creek, there's the Blob. The only cons I gotta say about the movie is that I will say it's pretty by the numbers. I will say this movie is straight up like Night of the Museum mixed with Jumanji. If you like those two movies, then you'll halfway like this movie. The best way to sum up the Goosebumps movie is that imagine if this was like a haunted house or whatever. You go through the haunted house, you're seeing all the Goosebumps creatures and stuff like that. You're like, oh man, look at that, look at that, look at that. I'm getting scared. It's awesome. So then you walk out of the haunted house like, that was a good time. It was pretty cool. I know some of the stuff was fake, but it was still pretty good. Now let's move on with the rest of our day. Let's move on. Well, it's pretty much like that. So with that being said, I'm going to say that Goosebumps gets a 5 out of 10, which is a good time, one time only. I watched the movie just like, this could have came straight to Nickelodeon. It could have been like a Nickelodeon special or shit, you know, like a real live-action Goosebumps movie. That'd been perfectly fine. Fine, seeing it in 3D? No way. Goosebumps, what do you think about it? You wanna go see the movie? What's your favorite Goosebumps book or Goosebumps episode? Whatever it is, put in the comment section. Let me know. Let's talk about Goosebumps. Remember, guys, subscribe. Until next time.
all that.